Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Listen, I'm very excited to start talking about this new Fairlight software. Okay, it's going to be a game changer. If you're streaming for churches, live events, this is a free software, okay, by Blackmagic Design. They're linked in with DaVinci. Myself, I use the ATEM Mini Pro, and I've got to do some updating on my firmware so all of this links together. But in my opinion, come up here and check it out. Come up here and watch this video. And that's what we're going to go look at, setting it up with the Wing or the X and M32 mixers. Now, the reason I'm excited about this is because everybody talks about the Super Rack Performer by Waves. More than likely, this is going to put them out of business. Okay? Like I said, this over here, this is a free download. And let's go ahead and jump down in it. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm absolutely most excited about. The first thing I'm excited about is when you come up here and you look at this as far as preferences. Let's go down here to the VTS effects. Now, myself personally, I have thousands upon thousands of dollars in plugins. And these are the folders on my computer. And it has absolutely picked up every single one of these. So if you look here at the available plugins right here, and we go down this list, then that's what it's picked up. This is all the plugins that I'm used to working with in Reaper, okay? And all of this, again, for live shows, plus it has its own, I think it's got 30 of its own plugins in here. And when I start this, okay, this is how I set it up. I loaded this program first, and then I turned on my Wing rack, as well as my X32 rack. I've got it set to primary mixer, and then here for the in and out, I am on a Windows machine, and I'm looking at the ASIO file here. That's what I want, and right here's my device. So if I click this down, as you can see, there's my X Live driver as well, if I wanted to use my X32 rack or any X or M32 mixer, depending on what card you're using. Now on the device config over here, I've got it set at 512. And again, this is just for showing you as far as how you would go and set this. You're going to have to play around with it, okay? And then you would come down here and either save or cancel. I'm just going to cancel this because I've already got it set for the Wing Rack. Now, another thing I want to point out real fast, just because you see this in the red doesn't mean that it's clipping. Okay? This is like a warning track. The ATM Minis, or ATEM Minis, however you want to say it, they have the same metering system set up. But here, if I come up and I go to my inputs, there's my 48. Okay, 1 through 48. And if I come here on my vocal, it's trying to put these in categories of vocal channel, dialogue processor. So you've got all these, this is theirs. This is what comes with theirs. There's a male vocal. It's going to kind of give you some presets there. And then we're going to come back over here, and I'm just going to click on that. Let me see right here, the down arrow. I'm going to delete that. Now I'm going to come up here and look for mine here. These are the VSTs that I was telling you about. There's so many in here that I can actually choose from. And when you click on them like that, that's a Leslie speaker. I apologize for that. Let's just X this out. And we're going to delete this plugin. I'm going to do the same thing VST, and let's use this one right here. Now, I can set this up for speech on this particular channel. Then I'm going to tell it to analyze it, and as I speak into it, it's going to do its thing. I'm going to give it a couple seconds, and then I'm going to say match it, and there it is. So you know that I have kind of a deep voice or a bassy voice. Here it's cutting the lows, it's raising the highs, and it did this automatically. Tape magic, we really don't want to use that one. Be gentle. Here's the output. As you can see, it's adding these in series, and this is just one plugin. You can have up to 16 of these plugins per channel. Now, just because you can put them in there doesn't mean that you need to use them. Okay, so right here's the limiter. If I come over here and look at it, here I can actually pick from the plugins inside of this chain. It just goes on forever. Okay, but to set it up real quick, it's incredible. Okay, so I'm going to come up here now on the audio. If I click this, here I can actually just name it, and then click off of it. Okay. Now again, as you can see the input channel here, I can come over and actually adjust this. I was just doing this earlier, and I can pull it down here as far as the clipping goes, just a little bit, and adjust it here. But there's also a way that you can come in here and you can adjust that gain coming in. Okay. Now another thing that I want to point out here is for us old analog dogs. Okay, we can actually assign these to VCAs. Now the VCA is the same as a DCA. In the analog world, it's a voltage controlled amplifier. In the digital world, it's a digitally controlled amplifier. And when you do this, when you add these to DCAs, or VCAs I should say, I'm just going to add these first four in here. And then you come over here to the left. When you pull this out, you'll see this VCA master come up here. Now watch what happens when I do this. You see all those faders are moving in unison. So this could be your drum kit. Okay, this could be your background singers. It could be whatever you wanted to put on this VCA. And now when you move it, as you can see, they're all coming in, going up like they should be. Okay? And boom, take them off, just click it again, no VCA. That's pretty cool. On the meters up here, if you double click it, it'll show you all your meters. Here, I don't think it just cuts them down to give you more here that you can see. All of these windows are adjustable, and you can come up here and take these meters totally off of it. So as you go through and put these in, that's what, you got to lay it out the way that you want it. Now this right here, I absolutely love this. This is your YouTube feed. Okay, we talk about it all the time, a negative 14 LUFS. And I'm just going to put this back over here like it was. Bring it out right here. So that's my goal. Right there on that negative 14. So if I come over here and I do this and I run this up, and I'm getting it right up there at that negative 14. Okay, you can see my runway here. I'm not clipping anything, and yet there I am, right there at that negative 14, just with my voice. You got to remember, guys, this is for podcasters. This is for stadiums. This is for large churches, small churches. It's for live events. You've got mixed minus buses up here. If you're doing a podcast or you're doing a broadcast and everybody needs to hear everybody else, but they don't need to hear themselves because of feedback, then you would actually put them on a mixed minus. You have matrix sends over here. If we come up to these three dots, these are the labels that you'll add. You'll see here the mixed minus. So if I wanted to put this on a mixed minus, then this is what I would choose. Okay? Again, if you can just keep stacking these and stacking them up to 16. Monitor. I could run this to a separate monitor bus. Pitch correction. Fairlight FX. De-esser, if I wanted to put a de-esser on here. The reduction, it's setting it up right here. You would adjust it. How wide you would want your cue. This is going to be your frequency range to where you think it needs to be done. The de-esser, the amount is 50. The reaction time is medium, so it doesn't sound artificial. You can A and B these settings, depending on what you set up here. Aggressive, male. Again, it's incredible. I downloaded this software this morning. Big shout out to Bill. He's the one that turned me on to it. I watched a quick video by Drew. I think he's using a Mac computer because my setup with the ASIO file is a little bit different than his. Here's the control room. Now, the subs, you can make this for different types of broadcasting. You can set it out to different locations. It's no different than the way that you would set it up on the actual mixer. Okay? This is just software that's going to let you put all of this together, run it through a video switcher, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to connect this to OBS as well. And it's given me everything that I need at one single glance. And remember, guys, I'm taking this feed from the ASIO file. This is 100% separate than the front of house. So whether I'm sitting in another room or whether I'm sitting right next to the mixer, okay, in the sound booth. Not as ideal as being in a different location, but it's definitely a way to separate these mixes to where you can dial it in for your streaming. And there's loudness. Let me see what this is here. You can actually just set this up to the AES EBU recommendations for streaming and broadcasting audio. Here's YouTube. I believe that's the Apple Podcast. So you've got all these different options here. Okay, I just selected YouTube just because I'm playing around with it. Okay, but right there it is. There's that -14. Okay, so I've got a lot of things that I've got going on right now. I'll be playing around with this in the next few days. And I definitely will be checking out some more of these features, getting these other programs linked up with each other so they're talking, and then running it right back through the mixer. All right? Take care, God bless, and we are out of here.